Hey, yo.
Trained up here.
Hey guys,
Happy Whelps Wednesday to us all.
Healthy,
Give me a little radio feedback.
feedback on the radio.
It's February 4th, February 16th. I'm sorry about that.
Sir,
Hump Day is upon us.
if you can turn down your radio, please, that would be helpful.
Yeah, so much going on here. So much going on. You got phone ringing. You got the feedback. Welcome, one and all. We are live, the NFT Action news. It is Whelps Wednesday. I am joined by the Penguin, who seems to have one eye, one transparent eye.
Right?
How are we today? Did you have surgery yesterday?
I'm a little concerned. I feel like I woke up in a bathtub full of ice and somebody removed my kidney, except it was my eye.
yeah,
It's like a Decepticon inside of there.
you could glance into the future like by looking at that eye.
Now, the Penguin has told me he's going to stay still the entire episode in this position so that he can try and maintain the transparent eye. Let's see if he can do it. Mr. Medina, how are we?
Yeah, all good, guys, all good. Happy to be here as always.
Yes, indeed. It is a Whelps Wednesday. We'll be joined a little later on in the hour by Uplando coming in with the Upland report. Had an interesting night last night. There was an airdrop that went out and then got paused. A new marketplace.
X2Y2.
Yes, yeah. So a lot to chat about, a lot to get into. But we can always, as we do around here on Wednesdays, start with the Whelps. What's the word?
What's the word? Well, a lot of things, a lot of words. So why don't we start by showing the new color scheme for the gravestone? What do you think, Penguin?
Yeah. Do you have you should be able to share your screen if you would like to.
Yeah.
The Action family is in the house. Hello to all. I'm over here sharing this out. Hit a little like smash if you'd be so kind.
I think Medina has to move over so that only his right eye is showing, and then we'll never mind.
We'll fix it.
The base color scheme for a gravestone.
Yeah.
It was actually a little harder to get it right, but we got it.
We got it. Yeah, they're like I said the other day, make sure you're following that Argentix Twitter because they're apparently posting things before we've even approved them. So
Yeah.
A little premature drop they're doing over there.
Premature dropulation.
This looks awesome. Last week we were looking at it without any color, right?
Yeah.
And so it's been fully colored in. You guys, everybody's got their vote in and decided on this. Is that how the color scheme was picked, or was this inside of the team?
For now, it's the team generally picking the colors for the most part. You know, we want to remain true to the to the original art. And you know us, we're all about community, but you know, when you're developing a six-figure game, you need to have a measure of control over it.
For sure. I mean, getting in on the naming action is pretty fun for sure. So
yeah, this is early concepts. I mean, this will obviously keep changing and evolving until we get it like exactly the way we want it. But this is like a very nice first draft.
Yeah.
We show it to the community every week. Until now, everyone has liked the concepts and the designs we've shared. But if that were to change, we would definitely look into it.
You could show if you have it handy. You could show the rejected concepts too, if you want.
Yeah, I have it right here.
I love how the eyes pop on this one. I like the maroon horns. If that is a maroonish, yeah. I'm a little bit colorblind, but I like these colors here. This looks really good.
Yeah, we had rejected their initial colors because they were considerably off the mark. They weren't bad. They were just didn't quite hit the mark as far as again staying true to the original art.
Yeah, definitely. I get that vibe from this for sure, but it's still it's an updated version for sure from the original, but it keeps some of that original aesthetic throughout.
Exactly. So we're getting pumped up. We're still don't have any updates in terms of a specific launch date, but every day there is activity in the you'd never think that the main communication for a game development would be a private Discord channel, and yet there we are. So there's activity in that every day, showing us the updates and asking questions, make sure everybody's on the same page. It's really cool from my perspective, because I'm not even a gamer, let alone a game developer. And so to understand what goes into the making of a game, to understand all of the different things that have to be thought of, right? It's not like you can go back after it's released. Well, I mean, I guess depending on which game developer you're asking, you can go back after things are released and fix them up. But, you want to get it right the first time. So it's amazing the questions they ask about, oh, do you want this or do you want that? I would never have even thought of those things to begin with.
Yeah, and I see we've got some of the variants here pulled up. Some of the ones that didn't make the cut, and I can see, it's very colorful here, though, this mixture. I feel like E maybe is kind of one of the closest, but still pretty far away.
Yeah, agreed.
Color-wise, for sure.
Agreed. It's
we went through like 12 color schemes, something like that. I'm going to show you. None of these felt like the gravestones,
For sure.
Yeah, I needed more work, and I think we got it closer to what we wanted.
Oh man, I think you guys nailed it completely. Yeah, I mean the color scheme that made it is the gravestone. Like it speaks it. You don't have to second guess that one. With these other ones kind of coming in with colors and stuff, they're kind of fun to see and look at, but they definitely don't match up with the embodiment of the gravestone.
Yeah, exactly. So it's nice to have, again, that's why we picked that studio, because of the quality of their work, and they're incredibly receptive to feedback like that. I think it only took them like a day to come back with alternate concepts after we told them the initial color scheme wasn't quite right. So I will say the search paid off.
That's good work. Yeah, everybody's on the same page. Fast turnaround.
You should be able to see the second one.
Let me pull that in.
It's not sharing. Yeah. So this was the second one. It got closer, but
it definitely got closer. Yeah,
but not right there.
It's fun to see that
maybe A or D, but that wasn't like completely it. So they hit up with the one we showed earlier, and that one.
It's cool to see the progression, for sure.
It really is. I'm getting lost in it myself, because it's as I've been saying for the last 10 minutes now. It's really cool to watch the process. It's really a unique experience.
It almost makes them look like or feel like different characters, really, when you see like all the different versions of them and stuff. But
yeah, exactly.
Pretty rad, pretty fun.
Pretty fun. Yeah, it is.
It is actually like really fun to see this game being built from the bottom.
Yeah, I can
all
imagine.
The mechanics.
Getting your input in on it, and just being a part of seeing this process, because the Whelps they've been on a different path since they launched, basically. It seems like, and really focused on kind of making their own mark in the
Yeah.
space, and not worried about a rush or trying to mint out or any of those things that a lot of projects, or a lot of the hype gets centered around, you know?
Well, and when Whelps first started, if I'm not mistaken, because I wasn't on the team at that point, actually Medina may know better. He's been a follower from the start, but I think Whelps was just an art project, just a PFP project.
It was evolutionary art. There was no plan for games or all the stuff we've been doing.
Yeah, and so it's based on that community feedback, establishing a community fund, which was one of the original roadmap goals. Again, I believe. Yeah, I mean, when you've got a product like this, when you've got a project like this, why not take it to its fullest extent, right? If there's demand for a game, if there's demand for additional drops like dwarves, which is coming pretty soon, it's not, none of this stuff has just been, well, let's see how much money we can milk out of Whelps, right? It's like, what value can we offer? What does the community want, and how can we put that into action?
Right. That's huge. It is. I mean, you hear it all over the space. It's like, and you can see it, the communities that really come together and push projects along.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you look at it in the dwarfs drop. Dwarf is going to be 4,444, so 3,300 less than Whelps, right? And it's because, again, it's just making sure you take care of the community. We absolutely want every holder to be able to get a dwarf, but we're not necessarily saying, and then there'll be thousands more, right? No, it's just, again, how can we enhance and augment your Whelps experience?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the space moves so fast that people often forget everything that has been done. And I mean, like you said, Whelps started as art, and then we got the staking just for the fun of it, and then the partnership with the Nemesis.io and Coin Games, and now CLUBCARD.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, things has never stopped. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It's Coin Game seems to be right in alignment with the whole community theme. I mean, they had, like, their community got to kind of develop their characters, I believe, or have some say or part to do with the characters that are going into that game. And so linking up with another solid, strong community that's extremely engaged and interactive is you guys are building something special over here. I have a feeling.
Yeah, they have that Coin Games dev squad, which is it's a powerful voice.
Yeah.
When they speak as one, people listen, or at least we did. So, yeah. Everything is, sorry, it's like chill hour here on the Whelps Wednesday, but yeah, everything is really coming along, and we're super excited. And I mean, I cannot wait. I just cannot wait for this game. Again, I'm not even a gamer, but I'm like, let me figure out how much time I'm going to be able to dedicate to this.
I am a gamer, and I can't wait. I mean, I'm already thinking about game nights with the community. Like, tonight, let's do slip stream races. You know, like, that's has been on my mind for a long while now.
And then imagine just like, I'm sure the team will kind of hold game nights, but imagine if, like, the community starts holding their own game nights and hosting their own events, and that's how this thing really starts to kind of take over or whatever, you know, like getting in and getting some play time, and then seeing what the community does with that will be like its own life itself, almost. Another branch of the Whelps.
Another branch of the Whelps.
Yeah, Coin Games Dev Squad, great partnering up with them, coming in from Big Buddha.
Yeah, and it's even greater than just the Whelps partnership with Coin Games Dev Squad, because Master Brews themselves are the exclusive blockchain developer for Coin Games now, and has been for, we announced that a few months ago, but it's worth saying again.
Yeah.
Because that shows a lot of faith in each other, and and it's more than it's more than a collaboration.
Right. That's huge. Let's see. We have a right now. There's one Whelps NFT, 2 Elden Ring. That's it.
Yeah, Elden Ring. It's like the most weighted game of 2022.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And is it an is it an NFT game?
No, it's a traditional game.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Elden Ring.
It's like a big game. So yeah, thanks for the thought.
Elden Ring. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's if you rank us above that, then
Put
that's
you in the
Yeah.
ranks with the big dogs. Yeah.
no pressure, Medina.
Yeah, no pressure at all.
Elden Ring sounds like an NFT secondary market.
Yeah.
Have you
Maybe a new OpenSea killer, maybe.
Have you got your Elden token yet? ELDN. You just need to stake 9 million Elden tokens, and you'll get a discount off of every NFT you purchase.
That's right. And did you guys take a look at the X2Y2 at all yesterday?
I did insofar as how much are how many can I claim? What are they worth? Nah, I'll spend more on gas claiming them. Okay, moving on.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, then so I started hearing about it, and I was waiting kind of for some confirmation and for the gas fees to come down for sure. I like to wait until the midnight hours for trying to move around on the ETH side if I can.
Sure. Although gas has been pretty good lately.
Definitely better. Definitely a lot better, but still has a lot of room to go for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I started getting kind of a little bit of word that this thing was out there and going around, and didn't claim it, and then it got paused kind of in the middle of like the first few hours, I think, because there was a bug in the contract. And from what I heard, I haven't gone through this completely yet, but so in order to claim, you had to mint either 2 different collections on this marketplace or 5 NFTs that you had to list basically for sale on the marketplace, and then you were able to claim your tokens.
Okay.
And this is for anyone that's used OpenSea since its inception till January 2022, I believe, like right up until now almost. But someone found this bug, and basically it was like allowing people to, after they had gone in and either done one of those prerequisites for claiming, either listed the 5 NFTs or 2 collections, you were able to then go in and continuously claim.
Ooh,
so
nice.
There was like some sort of loop that was in the contract.
That seems like a big thing to miss.
Yeah, so then there was like, kind of, they paused it and they shut it down, and they've since put out some kind of updates and stuff. It's still paused. They're saying within the next 48 hours that it should be up and running. There was some back and forth between the community and the team on Twitter, and someone did like a full deep dive into the contract and pointed a few things out. And so the team has then since come and like updated that they were like making fixes to what the community was asking for, basically. So we can read up on it a little bit here. This X2Y2 has launched an alternative to OpenSea, looks rare with emphasis on high staking rewards. The project launched an airdrop for everyone who used OpenSea before January 22. The NFT marketplace has launched a vampire attack on the leader OpenSea, airdropping millions of tokens to its users base. It follows in the footsteps of Look Rare, which did similar last month, but has different strategy. It hopes it won't end up resulting with the pre-Zister wash trading happening. Vampire attack is where a project hands out tokens to users of a pre-existing blockchain project. The goal is to incentivize the target audience of a similar project to try a new one and elect it to use instead, particularly if it continues to hand out rewards as an ongoing basis. So then they talk about kind of what's the difference between X2Y2 and Lux, and I know that there was a lot of wash trading and trading fees over on Lux, so they kind of went at it a different way, but with an emphasis still on staking. It's just those trading rewards that are, I think it says here, by limiting rewards to staking, X2Y2 says it wants to eliminate trade mining that leads to wash trading. It's very common on LuxRare because LuxRare tied rewards directly to trading activity. So traders were incentivized to buy and sell and then doing it between two of their own wallets, basically. So an interesting night they had. And they're still working on it, I know. I'm going to keep following it and see how this thing turns out. But the charts I know have been, let's see where it's at now.
That sucks. Like not not in a way that I'm like talking down about them at all. Just like to work that hard and then something like that happens, I can feel for them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's like you kind of inside. I want to like try and give people a chance, and if they're willing to kind of be transparent and open about things, see if they can pull something off. But then again, it's like we were talking about yesterday, being safe and making sure you're kind of that's the number one priority. Here's the chart. It's gone kind of bananas, and people are like, only a certain number of people got to claim before they paused the claim. So now it's like there's a lot of people that haven't been able to claim yet, and when they do open it up, it'll be interesting to see if this thing dumps back down or how hard.
I do like that you can claim them whenever you want. Like there's no deadline, supposedly, if I read that correctly.
Yeah. There's no expiration on the claim.
We can always wait for ETH 2.0, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Maybe that's what they had in mind, you know. It might take a while. But yeah, interesting night. I always love an airdrop. It didn't come across my Earnify site yet either, which is DeFi Dawson's site that I'm a premier member on, which does deep scans, and he reads over the contracts himself and kind of verifies things before you claim. So it didn't show up over there yet. I know a lot of people in the community have kind of read over the contract and give it the thumbs up, but we're not the smartest apples in the bunch.
No.
This is not financial advice. You got to do your own research in this space, as we all do.
Yep.
And stay safe out there, kids.
Stay safe.
Babies and gentlemen and ladies. Finally picked a style of head for characters. What's Sensei talking about here? Style of head for characters avatars today. Took a lot of different renditions to come up with something unique. Feeling good about it. All right.
Nice.
Very nice. Hard at work, Mr. Sensei.
Good job. Good job.
You can catch the Faded Monsuda show here on the NFT Action News Network, 11 a.m. PST on Friday mornings. Before the Crypto Monkey Friday show. Fridays are always a fun time. Sensei's always
very good.
Always up to something.
Yeah, I like that Sensei fella.
One of the best.
He's a good guy. If anybody hears screaming coming from my end, that's just my cat singing.
You do not. No need to call the police, right?
Exactly.
No worries. No worries.
It's he's being quite loud. Anyways, that's the cat update for the week.
Yeah, I can show. I'll share one more thing here that I came across this morning, which is on a music platform that I use, Audius. And Audius is pretty dope. It's been around for a little while. They have a token audio, and they have now opened up some challenges, almost kind of like what we were talking about with Coinbase Earn program yesterday. And so now Audius has opened up rewards for coming in and completing tasks to earn audio tokens. Opportunities to earn audio will change, so check back often for more chances to earn. And here we are. Upload 3 tracks, and I have many more tracks uploaded already. So I guess this is kind of like, I just uploaded one yesterday, so that seems to have counted for this. But it's not a retroactive thing. It seems to be going on over here. So I've got to upload a few more tracks to earn 1 audio token. Even if you're a listener, I believe there's ways to earn, like just going and downloading the app earns you an Audius token. And I think if you're like listen streak for 7 days, listen to 1 track a day for 7 days, earn an audio token.
Nice.
So yeah, it's kind of cool to see some incentivization over here for the old audio token. And before, the rewards were kind of all for like, had to kind of hit one of these marks: top 5 trending tracks, top 5 underground, top 5 API, which is like, those are not easy on this platform. There's a lot of artists over here.
Is
some
the
are bigger
token
than
listed?
others. What's that?
Is the token listed? Like, does it has a USD price?
I believe so. Yeah. Let me see. See if I can find it. Audio. Yeah. So it's audio is the ticker for it. And it's $1.13 right now, 1 audio token. Pull up the CoinGecko here.
$1.13, that's good.
It's not bad.
Really?
You listen for 7 days, you're earning a little audio token. Download the app.
Yeah.
So yeah, here we are, CoinGecko page.
Yeah, that's more than Spotify pays.
Yeah, it's been around since November 2020, October 2020. You know, it's been around for a little while.
It hit $4, and hey, that's cool.
Yeah, came back down and kind of touched these lows from back in 21, early 2021. And let's see what it does from here on. I think adding those challenges could potentially help with bringing listeners in, and just to keep people a little more active. I know I feel like having those over there and being able to earn some of that will get me to interact over there more, for sure, with uploading tracks and even kind of listening to tracks, creating playlists. They have a Discord bot too as well. So maybe we can get that linked up inside of the LeftHousr Discord, and we can run kind of like some different playlists or different artists. And yeah,
that's cool.
Sensei's got some tracks he can dust off.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Oldies but goodies.
Hell yeah. That's all I got too. No, I'm just kidding. I still make music. Been making a lot of music lately. Have a few projects that I'm working on. I'm going to be adding some of the projects to the roll page, so people can come in and use their left token to claim for some music NFTs.
Cool.
And yeah, I have a project that I'm working on with a friend, a hip hop project with a friend back in Chicago, an MC who's a sick artist and just traveled the world and has built like a really dope underground scene in Chicago over the last like 20 years. He had this crew of people that was like, he just kept adding people to the crew, you know, over the years. So by the time like we were kind of all working together and stuff, it was like you'd see people and meet people that you're working with already, and then be like, "Oh, you're Necrobat's crew? Oh, I'm Necro. You know, like We don't even realize who's in the crew because it's so big.
That's funny.
Penguin, you're getting a
yeah,
request.
Yeah, got that. That's funny.
We could sample Penguin's cat and turn it into some
that one.
Toonces tape.
So have you always made music? Like, has that always been your thing, or?
Yeah, I've always I mean, I played instruments back in my youth for sure, but then like after high school, like in high school, I was into buying beat machines and drum machines and trying to figure them out and swapping them with friends that had them and recording raps on karaoke machines, and that was kind of like the start of it. And then I met a dude who, actually I didn't meet him. I met somebody who knew a guy with a studio, and I just called the studio one day, and I knew this dude went to college because like my friend at college gave me his number.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, hey, what's up? I make beats. Can I come over? And he let me come over, and I remember the first night I went over there, I didn't want to leave so bad because I was like learning how to use things and on these beat machines and MPC that like I had never even touched before. And so dude was like, I gotta go to bed. I got class tomorrow, but if you can stay if you want, you know. And I stayed up the entire night just making beats.
That's awesome.
Didn't know how to save. So everything I made was like I had to erase it and just start fresh and just keep going. So when I told him that, he was like dying laughing at the end. Like, I got one beat out of that whole thing.
Well, that's a start.
Yeah, that was early beginnings, but definitely had a good run in the Chicago underground hip hop scene and traveled all over the U.S. and played shows with some big name artists and some great experiences. I want to tell some of those stories in a cool way and maybe present it in an NFT form or something.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. Very cool.
Yeah. He's back.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, I'm going back to this week's Whelps. We got a name for the gravestone. Remember the elder gravestone?
Yes.
Yeah, he's Stonewing. Yeah, you can summon him fine now.
Stonewing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember this dude.
Yeah.
This dude's nasty.
Yeah, and could you share this week's naming form? I sent it on the private chat.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Let me see.
So get over to this is the secret stash, right? Where you can get into these votes.
Yeah, every week we are naming one elder, and we choose like maybe the top 5, top 7 names, so the community can vote on them, and we reward the person that named it and one lucky voter.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
we give them some points and a free raffle ticket for this week's Whelp raffle. It's, by the way, a Whelp with his spirit essence. So you know what that means. More races.
Yes. And I'm sure we keep getting asked this question, but is there any updates as to when dwarf?
I mean, that went live, but I don't think that we have the date right now.
Not yet. Not yet.
All right, just checking.
It's the building suspense phase.
It definitely is. Let me let Rambo in here. I hear him whining.
Rambo.
Get in here, boy. Come on.
Speaking of which, I would be happy to let my cat sing for you. But, you know, it would have to be on his terms. That's all I was trying to say. And that I'm not his biggest fan in terms of singing. I've heard better. That's all I'm trying to say as well. Aww.
Rambo can't sing, but good Lord, he's a little darling. Lick your nose, the inside of your nostril, clean it all out. He doesn't mind.
Nope. That's perfect. Love it, Rambo. Awesome.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So what is anything coming up in the coming week for the Whelps that we should look forward to besides getting in and getting our votes in or naming or anything else
Yeah,
we need to know?
The lore competition. Remember the map we shared a couple weeks back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
So
one of one.
our historian has been telling us a little bit about what's up with that map. So that's where the first refugees from the Great Elder Dragon War fled to. They were led by a dragon that saved them. So, but he forgot what happened to that dragon. So he wants people to tell him or make that up, something like that. Yeah, we have a current contest. Like people are submitting their ideas of what happened. Like some said, like he fled back to his cave to look after the people on the Green Forest. Some said that maybe he went back to battle.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll know more about it like later.
it's all speculation at this point.
Yeah,
We'll find out.
It's like the
One way.
markets. It's all
One way we'll find
speculation.
out. That's right.
All right, that's
That's
cool.
right.
That's cool. And the old lady's doing all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's no words. She's just chilling.
She's finding herself.
Dog is so cute.
On
Let's
the
bring him
journey.
back on in, Rambo. Come on,
Rambo.
you're getting a request. Can you guys even see him?
Yeah.
There he is.
Seeing eye and fur. Yeah. Very cute.
Usually Knuckles is the star of the show around here. Left House Knuckles, but Rambo and Knux are good buds.
That's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, always something going on the Whelps Discord. Always something going on the secret stash, 7 secret stash. So if you're like, oh, what should I do on the internet next? 7 secret stash.
yeah.
You'll find it on the Whelps Discord.
Yeah.
You could
All
get
the
some
links are inside
really nice
of the-
rewards.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Yeah, you could get some really nice rewards.
Yeah, so I'm gonna drop a link in the chat to the Whelps Discord, and this is all of their important links. It's got the secret stash link in there, the Twitter. I'm just going to throw this out there. The old woman staking link is still there. I'm not sure if that should be or not at this point.
So you can still unstake.
Ah, there you have it. In case you haven't unstaked. Well, that'll remain open. That'll never close. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So yeah, definitely get into the Whelps Discord. Get over the 7 secret stash. State your votes. Get your names on. Who are we voting on right now?
We're voting on the Inferno, like
With the fire, yeah. I remember. We pulled them up last week, I think.
Yeah. Oh, here he comes.
He is.
Yeah, this Inferno was made by Rui Duarte. He is the main artist of Bulls on the Blockchain and a bunch of other great stuff. Yeah, he did this really good comic piece. It's like really funny for me.
Yeah.
No, I like it.
It's a completely different take on the Whelps, but yeah, it's amazing work.
Yeah.
I love all the little stones on the back. They're like the little, I don't know, warts or whatever those are. Inferno lava.
Dripping lava, yeah.
Yeah. Very nice work. Did you get a name in, Penguin? Have you tried to name this fella yet?
I leave that to people far more talented than I.
Okay.
Because I've never been able to come up with names for anything in my entire life. Even when naming pets,
Yeah.
I had a I had a pet named Mike once. It was
Pet Mike.
and even the cats that I have now are all named after like, oh, that guy's on TV. That's a name. All right, Mando.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. So these are the names we're choosing from. Already have a few answers.
There we go.
All
So Ignia
Ignia.
is taking the lead right now. Magmighty,
We're going.
Kiluguan,
These are all good names.
Granio, Venus Fire.
I like that one.
I'm going to get my vote on right now. I'm not going to say who I'm voting for, though, publicly.
That's fair.
Just going to put my vote in.
You have a right to keep your vote private. Except, presumably, from Medina.
True.
Yeah.
Just to keep this between you and I, Medina. I don't want you going out there saying who I voted for because the masses might switch.
Yeah, I think I can't know what you voted for.
Okay, yeah, you just see the votes. You don't know who voted for.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah, privacy is a concern on elder voting. Don't worry.
Uh-oh, you know who I voted for now because the percentage just jumped up. I knew that was going to happen.
No, but wait.
That's funny. Live on the air. Results as they come in.
I was wondering, is it going to update live? And it sure did.
It's election night. Have your say on air now.
Well, I can't take that one back.
On air now.
Uncle Rico. What up, Uncle Rico? Uncle Rico will be joining us as always on the Crypto Monkey Friday episode, which is open to the public. By the way, the giveaways that we run daily, Monday through Friday, Monday through Thursday is for the Action family. The Action Club card holders get in on the Crittercraft Grubfish Royale or whatever we get ourselves into for our daily giveaways.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Fridays, Uncle Rico comes in and we monkey around with the Crypto Monkeys. And the giveaway is open to the public on Friday. We do it over on Twitch, so you can get a little interactive with the Crittercraft.
Very good. Very good. We just moved Metafusion Monday to Twitch, and that's a big change for me, but I think I'm going to get the hang of it.
Yeah. Every Monday is a new day, a new episode, a new Metafusion Monday.
Right?
So just take them one by one.
One by one. Nope.
As they come.
Exactly. And then Grubfish is way more fun that way, too.
Yeah. Grubfish is killing it.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
Well, that sounds good. So have we covered everything that we need to cover, Whelps, at this point?
Yeah, I think so. I made a few updates, by the way, on Upland. Like a lot of people wanted to know. We give roles according to how many webs you own. Like you can be Mother of Dragon, Dragon Master, Dragon Supreme, that kind of stuff. And we have two collections right now, Whelps and Highborns. And people wanted to know if I have a mix of both, I can get certain role. And yeah, I played a little bit with the bot, and that was a no-go. And I talked to the collab team, and that's not possible yet, but they liked it. They're gonna work on that when they get some time.
Okay.
But I wanted to do something for the Highborns owners of the community, so we have a Highborn role, if in case you're only holding a Highborn. So just go and verify that.
Okay.
Until we can mix that up.
Very good.
Yeah. So if you're a Highborn owner, go and verify in the Whelps Discord and get your role, earn your role status. we had a question come in here, and it's funny because I'm gonna take this
I
into
think
something
that's
that
pretty much.
have you got? Yeah, is there
we're pretty
talks?
much- Yeah.
Perhaps there was an attempt at something, but it got jammed up. I don't know the full story, but
Okay.
never say never.
Yeah, let me pull something up because there's a collection that I'm in on the ETH side that had an announcement just the other day.
All
Let me
right.
find it real quick. And it was just about what we're talking about here, 3D models.
Ooh.
But like the team that's putting them together, when you go and look at the team, it was like it seemed like they had done it for some other collection. Yeah, here we go. All right, let me pull this up. Share the screen. La la la. Discord. All right, here we are. So this is my Noundles Discord channel. The Noundles collection is one I've been in for a little while over on the ETH side, but this announcement came out yesterday. It says Noundles has partnered with Ism Toys to provide an incredible new utility for Noundles holders, custom 6-inch toys of your Noundles.
Huh.
One of the first projects to partner with Ism on creating toy-making portal for our members. And other projects with portals completed in our development include Humanoids, Nomad Boulevard, and Deadheads. Ism Toys have also already made custom toys for holders of Bored Apes, Cool Cats, Toad Pillars. So then they have some screenshots down here. Look at these things. These are sick, right? Imagine little whelps.
Yeah, that's very cool.
So maybe I'm going to drop the link to Ism Toys, and maybe there's something there. Who knows? Maybe not, but
Always
maybe there.
worth
Yeah,
exploring things. Oh,
Actually, 3D models of webs was part of the minting reward roadmap. You know, I
Okay,
think
yeah.
that seven lucky minters were going to receive a statue of their whelp. And back then, I mean, I didn't win, but I was. But I remember that the company that was hired to do the statues kind of like screwed it, and we know I wasn't part of the team back then, but
Yeah.
I remember the team rewarded the winners for the price of the statues, like point something is. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this looks cool. It's
And
definitely
look at right here. Order your own
some-
toy. If you would like for us to turn your NFT into a custom toy, then you're in the right place.
it's a good market to be in. Look at that. NFTs creating secondary jobs.
Yeah. And I mean,
Yeah.
should we watch the trailer? Oh, this is just playing like this. Okay. Bored Ape. They look really good, I think. They look sick.
I agree.
I think Mars Utah would have like a whole lineup behind him. I could just see, with like his top shots, with his lazy lions, with his
Yeah.
whelps.
Yeah, agreed.
I think this is going to be
yeah,
something.
looks really cool.
Yeah. So when our friend asked, Crypternity, is that who asked? Yeah, when Crypternity asked when 3D models, it reminded me that what I had just run across.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Very
link.
interesting. Very
Something to have in mind.
Yeah. Something to maybe reach out and there's a connection there. Maybe not, but if they're doing it, it seems like those are the collabs that are cool to make, is when like a collection's kind of established itself or kind of has good things going on, and then all of a sudden links up with another collection that has like something that had nothing to do with the original collection's ideas or whatever, and just adds on. Like whole new side to it. I know Arcade NFT builds some arcade style video games around NFT collections, and their game is sick. It's like, you know, a little arcade that you can go in and play right on OpenSea. And they have some old classic retro games, but then they had like when the Toads were kind of all popular,
Right.
as the NFT collections, they have like a Toad game, and it's almost like Frogger, I think, but it's like a Toad, you know, and it's that collection linked up with the NFT arcade. I like seeing those types of collabs.
Me too.
Yes, indeedy.
Me too. Yeah. I love the inspiration, and I'm all for it. Anything that promotes NFTs brings them out into the open.
Let's see. All right, we just got word from our friend Uplando. Should be joining us shortly here.
All right.
Send him a little message.
Cool. I'll probably duck out once he gets here.
Yeah, for sure. No worries. You guys are welcome whenever.
Yeah, thank you.
Pull up the Promo Planet site as brother would right around this hour.
That's right.
See what we can find. See what drops are going around. So I was seeing NFTC on some of the drops, and I'm like, what the hell is NFTC? And it's or CNFTs, Cardano NFTs.
Cardano.
I was like, oh man, that was something else.
I've yeah, like I mentioned, I think yesterday, I have one CNFT, Cardano Kiwis or something.
Yeah. All right, let's see. What do we got here? 16th, Wednesday. Guardians of the Elves on the east side. ETH-themed NFTs, Guardians of the Elves, 10,000 hand-drawn characters. Okay. Happy Monkeys. It was almost the wave on the hair almost looks Crypto Monkey-esque. No? Am I tripping on that, or?
Well, I can see it.
Happy Monkeys is a collection of 333 randomly generated unique cute. I've been seeing a lot of
Cute.
collections saying cute in like their description for their PFP NFTs.
People love cute things.
Yeah. That's
Fightland.
definitely better than unique, ugly NFTs, right?
Although there's
Definitely.
probably a market for that as well.
It's funny because
Yeah.
you do see people that like as their kind of bio, it's like master of ugly NFTs, or you know, like so there are definitely people on both sides of the spectrum there.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, I see our friend Uplando has joined in. Let me get out of here. And,
Okay.
we'll bring him in, and we will say goodbye to the Whelps fellas for the day.
To see you.
Good to see you both, Whelps. I like the Whelps. I'm in it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Nice
been
to
getting
see you.
into it. Been having
All right.
fun time. Thank
Have
you
fun.
guys. for
Have fun.
joining.
Enjoy the updates. Talk to
Yes.
you later.
All right,
Yeah.
you guys take care. See you tomorrow, Mr. Penguin, Mr. Uplando.
What's going on? How you doing? Running the show. We got the big
Pretty good.
good stuff.
Yeah, thanks for coming in as always, for sure.
Yeah, man. Excited. It's good. This is the scene in the movie where we take the Left's car out, the dad's car, and we take a spin, do some donuts in the parking lot. We do the whole thing.
Sneak in, get the keys out of his pocket, It's his old Chevy that he doesn't want anybody to drive anymore, and won't let go.
He rubs it with the diaper with some Armor All. He goes in there. He loves it so much. And then we, of course, we risky business this thing right off the Santa Monica Pier into the ocean. That's
That's that.
Yeah.
That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote, man. He's pulling it out. We're trying to figure out how to get it. there's so much going on with Upland and what they've done, and just ramping it up. I mean, this is the first. We're in the middle part of February, so it's mind-blowing to think we're already in February 2022.
Yeah.
And this quarter is going to start to ramp to the second part of the first quarter of this year, 2022. So we're seeing a lot of movement. The biggest news so far was that the NFLPA, of course, the Super Bowls happened. We saw between the Rams and I think it was Cincinnati. Yeah, it was the Bengals.
Yeah.
We saw that go down. Some interesting things there. You know, those individual NFTs that are up and legit NFTs, those game balls and jerseys and things of that nature, the playoff games saw those game balls around that $20,000 game ball for that NFT inside of Upland.
Wow.
That is a pretty eye-popping number.
Yeah.
You know,
it's huge.
It's huge. I mean, talk about some of the properties that have been selling for that we have seen. I know that today we had an Upland auction today, and the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville went up for auction today. I'm going to look back and see where it landed, but that is home of the Grand Ole Opry radio program for 30 years. Legendary. It followed the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in the auction. So I'm going to go into that auction channel and take a look. So it looks like that property in Nashville went for $16,000 USD. That's what the Ryman Auditorium went for today. That was an auction. I know. Can you imagine? $16K. And of course, one of the most, our first billionaire, Upix billionaire, it was Abdullah. He once again adds yet another property to his portfolio in winning this auction, and he went in big on this. It is interesting. I reach out to Abdullah. His player name in the game is Abdullah86SA. We're all trying to decode who this is. He has been very active in terms of going in on these landmark auctions and purchasing these properties. Yeah. I have corresponded with Abdullah, and he gives me a little quote every once in a while. I put it out there, and we'll see what he comes back with on this. But again, in thinking back at purchasing properties for 50 cents, right? 1,000 Upix is $1 USD, and there were properties for 500 Upix UPX. Knowing that these let's see, this numerous closing in the check into the channel to Family Action Club holders.
That's an update for the giveaway there. Yeah, get your names in on the list. We're going to be closing it up here soon for the grubfish.
This and I have a project rolling on in Woodward Park in Fresno, California. So it's a community in the community directory coming up will be Woodward Park got accepted in. So for the win, Fresno, California, Woodward Park. What's up? Come on.
Hell yeah.
I
think that's where Brothers train station is.
Yeah, he does. He does. He's got the train. There's a shopping mall in there. We've got 3 meta ventures. We have 2 Block Explorer and 1 Decor that's going in there. So pretty cool over there. That's the other big news. They announced another Meta Ventures application opening. So this is for the NFLPA fan shops. So you're going to be able to apply for, and then they're going to go through it and review everybody's application. And then we don't know the number, but there will be Meta Ventures licenses, basically is what it is, for players to have a stream of revenue and offer these legits up for sale in what will be Upix and USD for all of these NFLPA legits that are going. And we're talking about thousands upon thousands of these that players can make a stream of revenue off of.
Wow. That's good news.
It's going to be big. You got any legits, EE?
I don't have any legits, no.
No legits. A lot of people do. You're talking about there's 4 channels in the Upland Discord server that does nothing but talk about that. And you got players like our good friend TM, who is still is the #1 property holder. He's got the most properties of any single player in the game, and
Yeah.
he has about the same in legits. The cat has been scooping these up, and he's definitely going in on this. You know, it's hard for my mind to comprehend it, but these guys have the spreadsheets and the characteristics and all the stats. They can name them off. It's just another one of those things. I guess I can do that with Magic the Gathering, but man, when it comes to baseball and football, it gets in the weeds.
Yeah, it's another language, you know, like when you know it, when you know the ins and outs of it like that, and you hear someone speak about it, and you're just kind of like, oh yeah, I used to watch football or like whatever, you know, like.
The most action that I've had with that in the football, and I think maybe if you were a kid, you had the little metal playing table, and then you little plastic figurines, and then you turn it on, and it would vibrate the table, and your little players would run.
They turn around and start running backwards. And all,
dude, you're going the wrong way.
That is the best game ever. I would love to play that. I'd love to see like refurbished versions of that game, please. Like, show up in NFT form. I hope somebody has some way to tie it to an NFT. But that was, yeah, I mean, I played my brother in that game many times. You'd set your guys up and then turn the machine on. They just get going. It's almost like the Upland Explorers. You have no idea where they're headed, where they're going. They don't care. They'll just wherever they're taken.
It's so
man,
good.
I'm so glad you said that.
I would love to see it. I would love to see an NFT project that had that variation of unknown where they're going, and for you to be represented as your NFT being in the play, like the teams. You could do a whole series on that, right? Like a fantasy football for it. And the nuance of it, you know, the charm of it is that whole thing where they're just vibrating around, you know. So,
imagine if it's put together by some dude who actually has one of those things still, right? And he films it from like the overlook view, and he films each game live, so you know like what the stats are. You get to tune in every week, and this would be insane.
It would be so good because you could have the whole roster, and then you could do, you know, a random number generator for injuries and for, you know, for things that pop up. You know, the cat's doing some what the.
I almost took my headphones off my head there. Jesus. I feel like I'm playing the game right now. Do you remember you had to stick? There was like a little brown ball, and it was like a foam ball that you had to put in whatever player's hand was going to carry the ball. There'd be a couple running backs that were like this, you know?
Yeah.
Blockers are like this.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I don't even remember what the game is called. I thought we should look it up and see what the name of that thing. I bet they still make it. They gotta still make it, but it would be great. You could have the off-season injuries where the big linebacker gets on the new stage, you know, moped or a scooter and falls off and breaks his ankle. He's out. You know, it would just be that.
Yes.
Oh,
well, here, I think I've found it. Let's just bring it in and have a look while we're at it.
Take a look at this.
Because it's too gosh darn fun. Well, you can't talk about this and then not go and like actually share it.
Yeah,
and
people
look
are like, what the hell are you talking about? This is.
And it's called Remember Electric Football?
Oh.
I sure do. Before Nintendo, before Xbox, before Tecmo, what was there? Electric football, people. World of sports games, Pro Stars. See, this is even an upgraded version of what I remember, but this is nice.
Look at the dudes just spinning around in a circle. Look at
Yes. Oh, he gets taken out at the 20. You're going against your own team, you know. You have no clue. You're just lead blockers all day. Players all over the field. Oh man.
Oh Lord.
That's
too
much fun.
So good. That is so good. We so need that in our lives, man.
A Twitch streamer that links up an NFT collection to his electric football game and starts doing fantasy football. I swear somebody's going to do it.
Dude, you can get, man, if you could get the Madden name behind this thing and go into the whole, you know, he's going through just the whole, just everything.
Oh man, too much
Just like,
fun.
oh, just putting, like, being in character for the whole thing, and then it would be fun because you could have stats behind the real, you know, world person. Like, you could submit your stats. The player, it doesn't have to be a actual player from the NFL. You just make the player up from who you are, your character. You know, it could be Lefty Calhoun, you know, from Texas State that majored in, you know, ceramics, but he, you know, his football is his main. Like, you can make up the story, and then they could tell the stats behind those players. We got this thing. We should probably. It would take so much effort. But somebody do this.
It should probably be us. We've got to get the electric football machine first, and then we're running. Then we're good, I think.
We should do a segment with Left on. We should you and at Left House where we just do once a week where we have the play of the day, and we just
yes.
It's totally off season. I bet there's a soccer one. Soccer's coming up, right? I bet there's a soccer one.
Yeah, there has to be.
You can't pass the ball. You can't pass the football in soccer, but in this kind of game. But yeah, it would still be.
Imagine
fun.
if the ball was just bouncing around.
Yeah.
Eventually, it touches one of the players, and that's like getting kicked. We're going wild with this one.
I could see if you've got like a pet, like a cat, the cat jumps in and swipes. Oh, foul! Flag on the play. Cat involved. You know, mascot.
Yeah.
Cat.
Mando, Penguin's cat would be the all the players off the field.
Oh,
clear the field.
Sorry, not sorry for our tangent. We completely as Left would. This is, you know, he right now LeftHousr is just his hands are on his head. In his head, he's like, "What were you guys doing? What were you? This is the last time I ever leave you alone with the show."
It's like, what the hell was that? 10 minutes on electric football? No, he would love it. He loved this game. He would be happy. He's probably sad he's not here to see it.
It's all good. Well, again, we'll try and get one in. And to wrap up on the football, for the season is over for Upland, the legit in Upland. The last, you know, the NFTs that are on sale in the actual NFLPA stores that was in Cleveland, in Ohio is, you know, there's still some left over there. There's going to be some available. We'll see if anybody goes in on that game ball. The actual game ball for the Super Bowl is 22,000 USD, so 22 million upix. We'll see if somebody goes in on. Last I checked, somebody hadn't, but we'll see someone for that. And then again, being able to have a player run stream of revenue, a shop in that you're dealing in these NFTs. It's really Upland now meeting their roadmap and bringing these things into the actual game. There's utility coming to these NFTs, and there's more players than ever entering the game. We've seen, you know, it has its ups and downs. Of course, the multi-accounters and things of this nature. There's been some really interesting players, very, very high-profile players that have wound up in Alcatraz recently. So,
really?
Yeah, they're really cracking down on this. So just a word to the guys out there, you youngsters, you multi-accounters, you just listen up.
Watch your step.
You watch your step, buddy. You're gonna get yourself in trouble.
Yeah.
Do some beyond community service. You That's right. You got to get to the slam. Get into the slam.
That's right.
So they are doing as much as they possibly can to thwart these multi-accounters and those who are breaking the TOS. So yeah.
As they add more layers into the game, like you're saying, and the more that you can interact and do within the game, I can only imagine they're going to have to just keep on that and keep cracking down and making sure that it's fair play across the board as they can make it.
Leveling the playing field. That's one of the things with all the utilities, with everything that's third party, that's surround. That's one of the things that is what makes Upland so, you know, magnetic that people love, is that players can spin up third-party services and utilities and groups that support something that's not a feature in Upland yet, but they're preparing and refining what they're doing over time so that they're just not dropped in and don't have any idea what they're doing. And what I love about that is if you are aspired to be a professional at something, you've got to aspire to be an amateur at it first, right? So
Yeah.
you do that which you are wanting to become, and you practice at doing that, and then you start to go through all of the pitfalls and turmoils, the years and years, the wins and losses that you have through that and running. I mean, it is really a full-time, part-time job, is what it is. Yeah. So it's a lot to run these meta ventures and get it all right, but it's good to work with the team and they're refining it. So it's exciting.
Yeah. Good work. Good work.
Yep. What else you got? What's going on with the world of Left and what you guys having coming on? What's the holds the next 2 days? And we're not hump day yet. We're Tuesday, right? Or are we Wednesday?
Oh, we're definitely well indeed into hump day here, friend.
Okay. It's the Uplando clock. It spins backwards and forwards. I
have to remind myself a couple times a day as well. Like the days, these two tend to merge together. The weeks seem to be flying by. Like it's crazy. Every other episode seems like it's Crypto Monkey Friday again already. I'm like, what? It's Friday. All right, let's go.
I know these as they continue to release sets and as the generations of monkeys continue to get released and how they continue to evolve. And if anybody's out on the YouTube channel, or if I don't have it up, so I apologize if anybody's saying hello, or if they're saying Uplando, leave. You take up all the oxygen in the room every time that you come in. But
no.
Hello to you all, and thank you for viewing and having
the Action family's in the house. Big Buddha's been laughing at our bad jokes, and Vis has been gathering the list for the Crittercraft giveaway, which we'll get into here in a little while. Rory C. coming in, looking good, boys. Keeping up the good work. Thank you, sir. Yeah, we got the crew with us for sure. Yeah, and I just dropped a link to the Left Nefty Blocks page, which has kind of all of the drops going on right now. So the Rail Windows, which is the Life on a Train kind of playing card game, and then of course Life on a Train is in there. Available for Tolkien, which is Train of the Century coin, and Wax. And then we have the Dyslexic 95 series, which we're in the middle of. It's Brother's weekly releases that he's been dropping on every Tuesday. A new pack from that series has come out. So we just dropped yesterday. Danny Trejo is Gandhi.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and perfect. Yeah, he's got this series coming out through how many more weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more weeks left. So we're, I believe, halfway through now. 5 weeks in, 5 more weeks left on the Dyslexic 95 drop.
Wow.
All of these left drops are stakeable inside of Wombat over there at the Dungeon Masters. So we now have some staking ability inside of the Dungeon Master game over there.
Oh, that's very cool. That's very cool.
So that's kind of rad. And as always, the Action Family Club cards. We're 370 of 500 on this second round are sold. That number's been creeping up a little bit. Every week I see it creep up a little bit here and there. The Action Family Club card gets you into all of the Monday through Thursday giveaways. If you hold one card, that gets you into the giveaways that we do here at the end of every episode. And if you hold 5 cards, a set of 5 Action Family Club cards will get you in on some airdrop rewards coming out of the collection.
You guys just have it. I mean, the evolution of what you've done and all of the nifty packaging, man, is just, it's just cool. I feel like you guys really kind of dialed it in and continue to evolve the sets that you're dropping and what you're offering. It's
almost like you were just talking about, like this, all of this is creating packs and working in this space. We've been in it for a little while, but as things develop and move, we're learning it all as we go on with it too. So it's like it is cool to see some of the progression from the drops and how they look and are put together. And even with the show, you know, like running it on StreamYard, I feel like is a lot more friendly for running the show and things like that, and interacting on Twitch, and it streams on Twitter now live. And so yeah, I feel like there's been improvements throughout, you know, and that's the only way to get where you're headed, is just keep working. And even if you're not there yet, you take those steps, the hard steps, sometimes putting in that work and doing the stuff that's not always fun. But that's what Brother's like. He's a workhorse, man. He never sleeps because of all these projects that he's got going and is involved in. And now he's off acting on a movie, which is awesome, just to kind of get him back into that world, I feel like, a little bit, and kind of give him a break from doing the everyday routine that he's gotten himself into for a couple years. And yeah, I think it'll be a little reset, you know. Anytime I get away from music or my passions and then I get back to it, it always feels like refreshing in that sense. So yeah, I mean, we've got a lot to come. We've definitely got ourselves set up here at the beginning of the year with kind of being a little more active as far as getting our art out, getting our collections out, putting out the films, and getting the Left token, which is on ETH, kind of involved. And we got away from that because of all the gas wars and things like that. You know, like, we've had this token for a couple years now, or over a year, but we weren't really able to do much with it or kind of implement the plans that we wanted with how the gas issues took place. So now getting that kind of into play a little bit, and setting us up for a productive, good year, building out the community. And like, you know, yeah, I think across the board, good things going on. Uplift World, we have our Left Land, and in April we'll be running an event in there. I know when Corey came on from Uplift, he was definitely interested in getting involved and running some sort of scavenger hunts. And, you know, people can the first people to kind of find things in there will be winners of NFTs or tokens or wallets, or who knows what's going to be hidden inside of the Left Land.
And to put some emphasis on this, people, when they find the show and when they look at what is out and what you're talking about, all these projects, some people could get overwhelmed and feel like that it's too late. It's too OG and it's too. But the cool thing about it is all these things are still on, you know, the open market. There's a lot of turnover for some of these things. The packs get open, and it doesn't matter when you find it, right? It's just that if you dig what you and Left and the group is doing, it's cool to support it and watch as, you know, the progression and the evolution of it. So it's always fun. And I hold on to my Left OG, you know, my drops I had in the past, and collect the cards on the for the Series 1 Upland NFTs are on wax that LeftHousr is on the cards, and it's just fun, the history there. And it seems like this has not been overnight in any way, shape, or form. And you just ran down the list of the entirety of your and LeftHousr's, really all the content that you guys have created, the films, everything that's moving along and evolving. It's really impressive. It's really cool just to have a little, you know, peek into it and be a part of it. I'm really honored. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's insane to think that a lot of connections for Left came through Upland, really, you know, and like what some of those relationships have turned into, and how it's like that community has gone off and built so many communities, you know. Really, it is impressive. And having a space like this to kind of, I mean, we've been creators for decades now, and, you know, like brother's he's been creating stuff as far back as I can remember, you know, like these drawings on on these pads from these sketches that are in the Dyslexic 95 packs are ones that I was looking at when I was like 10 or 12 years old inside of his notebooks, and seeing when he came to visit, you know, it was always exhilarating for me to know when I knew brother was coming to visit, for sure. And like, he got me into skating, into art, into music, and he's a fun one to learn from and look up to, and goes for Brother Fading Armageddon as well, for sure. I had a cool experience. You know, we were separated, but we never felt like, and every time we were together, it was like we picked right up from where we had left off, and never strayed from each other really at all. You know, always kept in good contact. And so now to be out here and living close with them and working with them, that was like that was the dream a while ago. So we're here, and now we're pushing it beyond.
Yeah, it's absolutely, it's so great. You can see it, and having been around you guys for the short time, it's great synergy. It's just really cool. You know, the brother projects are some of my favorite, right? So you know, the Dutch boys, the Van Halen boys to the Left boys, you know, it's that kind of stuff that goes on, and sometimes it's that creativity that literally that's the fuel for these things, and it's cool to see, man. It's cool to see. Yeah. What's Left doing? What's he acting in right now? What's the film? Can you tell us anything about it?
Well, he has been typecasted as an alien once again. You know, this is his third time playing an alien. So I've heard stories in the past and seen photos of these insane suits that he's had to wear for like long periods of time, and just like drenched in sweat under these things. Wow. And you know, like kind of grueling experiences. But this one, I'm not too sure what his get up is, or how elaborate the costumes are for this. Or I know he is with a couple friends that he knows from Austin, Texas days, which are his original kind of acting days. And so that's cool to be linking up with some Austin boys and spending some time with them, and kind of rebuilding some of those relationships and creativity.
Is that when he did so the film he did, it was Paper, what was it? The Paper, not the Paper Chase. That's a John Goodhouse or something. It was where I remember seeing a couple of films that he had done. Very interesting stuff. I think maybe that was an Austin one, and then there was another film that he did that they shot in an apartment. And there's so many Easter eggs in that one. I think the scene they're shooting is on a picture on the wall of the scene that they're shooting. Like little things like that he did, that he fed little Easter eggs in there, and I've seen that stuff. And of course he's an alien. He's 10 foot tall. Of course he would be an alien. I mean, that makes sense. It is Paper Chase short film, says Fading Armageddon. I think
that's old school. Yeah, that's back in the Austin days for sure.
That's great stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, everything that has been done. It'll be very fun to see what he's got coming up, and what's in the can. Like what still hasn't been completely flushed out and realized and brought in focus. I know that he and you guys have some ideas on that.
Yeah, we've dropped the name now to our latest film that he's created.
Oh, do you?
That we've created, Rabbit Hole.
Oh, is it the Rabbit Hole? Really?
Rabbit Hole.
Really? Does this have any special effects, or this practical effects? What effects are we talking about here? What's the premise to the Rabbit Hole?
Well, the Rabbit Hole is it's a journey. I'll say that. Okay. And the film is complete. Post-production is complete. The music is complete. Everything is complete. All done and wrapped up and ready to go. The goal was at one point almost to try and release it at the end of the year, right there around Christmas, New Year's, because it kind of takes place in that setting.
Okay.
And we've decided to hold off on it and build some stuff around it. Build some collections and collaborations, and we want to build a rabbit hole of a game, kind of. And what that means exactly at this point. It hasn't been sorted completely, but that's kind of what Brother's doing with the Life on a Train drop right now, is just testing the waters. And this is like the first drop on Nefty of a short film that he's actually kind of put together and released. He's had some films up on Wax that he's given out, or that he's kind of just had up there kind of testing to see if he could even get a film up, you know, or onto an NFT. But yeah, so the Rabbit Hole film it's a fun one. It has to do a lot with the Bitcoin versus gold controversy.
Okay.
It was shot in a fun way. It was shot on mostly on the iPhone 11.
Wow.
And it follows Brother's character from LA to Chicago to Vegas and back to LA, I believe. And so there's just there's a lot that goes on. It's got a bit of Christmas in it. It's got a bit of New Year's countdown in it. It was shot right before the pandemic, so New Year's 2020 we were shooting this in Vegas.
Wow.
And it's kind of interesting because Brother's character is married to a lady,
Okay.
a Chinese lady.
Okay.
Just give a little
Get a little tidbits in here. I like it. Let's do this.
And she speaks no English, right? They've known each other for a year. They're married. They speak to each other through translation app.
Nice.
And she is masked. She has a mask on for pretty much the entire film, her character. And this was before masks were being worn, or, you know, like before the pandemic. And so there's some really cool things that are taking place kind of in that, if you're paying attention and you know a little bit of that stuff, or like, it makes it pretty interesting and fun, I think. And just having it like play so much on the space, it really is about Brother's character trying to navigate
rabbit hole, going through the rabbit hole, man.
Yeah, trying to navigate the hole.
This is awesome. That, you know, that's a great little tidbit, man. We got all kinds of teasers.
You sucked it out of me, didn't you, Uplando?
I love it. I love this because I know when I've seen, I don't know what and there's been times that I don't know what I'm going to get to see. And I can't remember when he did the video where his character was in a precarious situation, let's say.
Locked up in a dungeon with a diaper on. Come on, let's be real here. Yes. Yeah. We aired it on the show a couple times, I believe.
That's good stuff. That's good entertainment value right there. So I can only imagine what we're going to see. I do presume that all your filming permits were in order when you, of course, filmed all this.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Don't even worry.
Don't even worry about that. I dig. So this segues in, and then I'll hop off of here. You guys have been gracious with the time. There has been a lot of talk about this year and June 11th, which is the Genesis week for Upland. It's when Upland had first started the game, and they do it every year. Yeah. It's Genesis. And much talk in the Upland Cafe Voice channel has been where players congregate. It has been around, when is there going to be a meetup? We're on 3 years coming up on what this has been in the game for some. And there's never been a terrestrial meetup. There's never been, because of, you know, things, pandemic stuff. And I think that this would be really fitting to have all of these players finally, because they talked about New York, they've talked about LA, but everybody wants Vegas. Everybody wants to meet up in Vegas because that makes sense, right? It's the central location. They're trying to get you in there anyway. They're throwing flights at you. They're throwing blueberry muffins, fresh cookies. You know, Pirates of Penzance. Come on, get over here. You know, they lure you in with all the goodies. So it would be great to see some of that landscape when you guys are doing that. So maybe you'll have it. Maybe you'll have it for June. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe you could show some trailers. You know, a little have a trailer of the
Yeah.
if we do it in there. It would be good to see you guys because you're just a hop, skip, and a jump from you guys, right? It's just
I mean, yeah, if you say Vegas, we're going to show up probably.
that'd be awesome. That'd be great. We'll look for the team to do. They haven't announced officially, and again, all speculation is like New York's too much and too hard to get into. LA, again, it's costly and it's disjointed a bit. You can be it all over the place.
Everything's so spread out. Yeah.
It's so spread out, but Vegas is just right there plopped in the sand. So,
Yeah.
would be the way
Vegas
to go.
is fun.
Vegas is fun. Vegas is fun. Something for the whole family. For the whole
Upland meetup. I love it. That would
Yeah.
be amazing.
We're hoping. So maybe the next time that we talk, we'll get some traction on that because we are February, April, May, June. So we're only like what, 3 months, a little over 3 months out from that.
Yeah, not far.
Yeah, April, May, June, but 5 or 5. I don't quote me on number stuff. I can't. I'm bad at it. I look up and it's July. I didn't know. Oh, what is this thing? I meant to ask you this last little thing. I'll say, what is the outside? I've heard about this thing called the outside. I'm not for sure what it is. I don't know if you interact. Is it VR? Is it AR?
I don't know the outside. I only know the outside when I go outside.
I'm unsure of this whole thing. Look, a lot of people, it's all the rage. It's trending, go outside. I don't know. So maybe you could shed some light on that next time we meet and we can figure out what this outside thing is.
Yeah, I have some kids here that I'll start asking there.
Yeah,
and see if they can hip me to what's going on outside and or what outside means, and if not, then scour the internet.
Look at the internet.
Dive.
Yeah. There's got to be a tutorial on it. There's probably an NFT collection of what the outside is.
Exactly.
You sit down with the kids and you say, "Look, we got to talk about something," and they go, "Uh-oh, what's going on? Tell me about this outside. What's the outside things and how much of it are you doing? Just right now, young man, I want to know."
Voice changer, faces are blacked out.
Inside information, area 54 outside, whatever it is. We get to the bottom of this thing. We got to get to the bottom of this outside thing. So thanks for having me on, man. It's always a pleasure. Thanks for all of you putting up with the silliness that ensues, but that is the way it goes sometimes.
Oh, thank you for joining. I love having you on for sure, and catching up with you weekly and getting the Upland update is always good for sure. You bring us up to speed, and we thank you for that.
Can we leave them with a little bit of football game where we turn on and we're buzzing now and we're moving around and then there it is. Perfect. It's good to see you, my friend. It's great to see you. I'll let you at it. So I will see you next week.
Yeah, we're going to get into the giveaway here. Thank you so much, Uplando. We'll be catching you next week with more action.
Good luck with the giveaways. See you all later.
Take care. There he goes, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in hot. Thank you, Rory C. Great spot. Enjoyable as usual. Well, let's do it. Let's get those grubber fish going, huh? Let's get into the old Royale. The Action family. Oh, that's not right. That's the Critter Craft. I need to get the names on the board. Put them on the board. Yes, definitely award winning. Thank you to the Whelps for coming through, Penguin and Medina for keeping us up to speed with all things Whelps, and the Uplando for getting us up to speed with Upland. I believe tomorrow will be a throwback, a special of the week, as Brother Left should be returning. Not confirmed yet, but that's what I heard at the beginning of the week when he was heading out. So let's see if we get him back, folks. But we're doing all right by ourselves as well. So either way, get into it. The grub fish are swimming. The pond is hot with lava. And we got a lot of grubbers in the family today. Love to see it. If you haven't done so, if you're new to the channel, we could use a subscribe or a like smash, a share out to the rest of the NFT space. Share it later on in the day if you would be so kind. Maybe somebody from the other side of the world will wake up and watch. award-winning NFT Action news, live daily, Monday through Friday. Stone Rabbit spinning. Boom Shanker, I'm sorry. Let's see what it's gonna be. I believe we'll just go with the top 5 today as well. Let's just keep it in order, and we're getting down to it. The prizes for the week will be coming out later on in the week or in the future for sure. Once the wallet issue gets sorted, our brother is back and able to get everything out. We're down to the last 2 and our bang bang. Welcome to the winner's circle. You've done it. Congratulations. Our bang bang coming in first. Morton Matt, the OG, coming in second. Larch. Third, Wilson Fisk. Very nice in fourth. And Stone Rabbit taking home 5th place. 23 in there today, huh? The Dirty Hamburger, I'm sorry that you're down there in the last place, but we still love you. And we'll be back tomorrow, right? We do this every Monday through Friday. Take a screenshot, save that to the old desktop, get out of the screen share here, let's get a look at the Action Club Card family member here. I just call him Breadface. I would call all of the Breadfaces Breadface. The Miami Vice jacket. We've done it again, haven't we, babies and gentlemen? I want to thank you all for being here. For myself, Emity Left, and brother LeftHousr, who couldn't be with us, but hopefully makes it tomorrow, Thursday. I'm not sure who's coming in. Not sure if we'll have anybody in other than brother, but it'll be an action-packed episode, as always. Stuff to cover in the metaverse and NFT space far and wide. 1 p.m. PST. And until then, I do as I always do, guys. It's my sad moment of the show when I have to bid you adieu. Brother would be doing if he was here. That's right, Action family. You're the best around. Cheers to you all. Later. Congrats to the winners. Don't forget, your prizes will come out, just maybe not as soon as they normally do. But do not fret. We've got all the winners saved throughout the week. Mars, Utah, we miss them. Rico will be here with us Friday. That's right, Action family. Award-winning Lefty. See you later.